Quando você não sabe falar com as outras pessoas, o que você faz? Você aprende a falar com as outras pessoas, você treina um diálogo, ou você chama alguém que sabe falar com as outras pessoas? Terceira opção. Oi. Não! Pra cá. Calma. Não se empolga, não.
No need to ride from here.
Não se empolga, não. Oi.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Volte para o esconderijo. Agora tem um monte de coisa pra gente voltar pro esconderijo. Então vamos voltar pro esconderijo. Vamos descarregar um pouquinho aqui das missões. Tem muita missão pra caramba. Descarregar. Tem missão pra pegar lá também. Olá, rapaziada, como é que vocês estão? Espero que estejam bem. Vamos aí a mais um episódio de Final Fantasy XVI. E esse a gente vai encerrar as missões secundárias e as caçadas que a gente precisa fazer para pegar um máximo de nível, um máximo de equipamentos e terminar a história, que tá muito boa, de todo mundo que acompanhou a gente ao longo desse jogo. Mas antes de mais nada, vamos ao nosso pequeno ritual padrão. Pega uma hora de um petisco, chama os amigos e bora se divertir. Mas antes desse queijinho aqui, aquece o coração. Se não for inscrito, aproveita e se inscreve. Bora lá. E, aliás, uma coisinha. A gente já tem o de cálculo suficiente. Mas será que a gente já tem os negócios?
What do you want?
A gente não tem os negócios do negócio ainda, entendeu? Falta esse trevaço. Preciso achar esse trevaço. Onde que está? Bem, mas achando esse trevaço, eu só tenho 3, vou ter que pegar depois mais oricalco, mais um para esse aqui, língua de pedra e pena de cometa, e pena de cometa, eu acho que tem um bicho chamado cometa lá, massa gelatinosa. Ah não, esse daqui a gente já, tô doido, esse daqui, tanga manchada. Eca. Mas não sei se vale a pena pegar esse daqui. Porque ele vai me aumentar só 3 de defesa. Mas só que eu vou perder 18 de PV. Porque eu acho que esse daqui, a missão que a gente já fez, já melhora. Então provavelmente só vou precisar de mais um oricálculo. Se eu tiver 4 oricálculos, eu já tô feliz. Aí só preciso reunir o resto dos ingredientes pra fazer. Mas eu não vou fazer o bracelete não. Porque esse bracelete que a gente fez na missão secundária é melhor.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porterzolder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution. And I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy.
Sabia.
Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
Caramba, essa missão tá longa, hein? Ele.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with a kashik?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My
Meu
soldiers
Deus.
actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends? I can't stand the man.
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal.
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw.
Once more onto the breach.
Essa vai ser complicada.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Será que isso vai dar certo?
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
that it is.
Uhum.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Presa demais, concordo. Pacto da Tríade. Aparece nos aposentos do Clive. Alento da escuridão diminui o tempo de recarga de nuvem celeste. Já que a gente já tá aqui, então vamos entregar uns material pra Midi e voltar pro esconderijo falar com a coisinha. Vamos falar com a coisinha. Pronto, obrigado, obrigado. Vamos lá. O que tiver mais perto primeiro. E a gente já dá TP. Vamos falar. Então, qual foi a nota dele?
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
No, they most certainly did not.
Sempre merece uma nota de aprovação? Sim ou não? Ele precisa trabalhar o... como fala? O escape dele, pra ele fugir de monstro. Mas ele conseguiu um negócio. Então, vamos ser bonzinho? Vamos, só espero que ele não morra.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conk and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now.
Só precisa trabalhar uma coisa que
One more chance.
dá pra trabalhar.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him for far too long. About time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off. Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
Mas ele merece dia de folga.
Forgive me, Sid. This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation. Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Tentativa e erro. Alento do relâmpago bate-staca diminui o tempo de recarga de bate-staca em 4 segundos. Você tem mais monstrinhos pra gente, né? Porque assim, conforme a gente vai fazendo missão secundária, algumas missões liberam monstros. Então, tipo, a gente já tem 2 novos. Cavaleiro do Coração Esplendoroso e o Ceifador. Já tem esses 2 monstros aqui. Obrigado. Tu.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Uvas Genji.
You earned this.
Ó.
All done?
Pô, falta mais uns 500 pra gente? Uvas Genji. Aumenta o dano causado aos inimigos em 5%. Isso é bom. Isso é legal. É muito bom mesmo. Vou marcar pra gente colocar. Quando eu pegar a experiência suficiente. Pra bater naquela bostinha lá. Eu vou nessa bostinha com esses 5% a mais.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
You make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Tell me this is all you need.
It's most of what
Boa
I need.
parte.
After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0 and a cogwheel. Just a tiny one, though. That's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait. The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
Eu espero que as crianças não tenham feito nada com essa coisa que não deveria.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention? What is it? What is it? Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say, a set of scales?
Oh, the one you forgot! We remember!
We saved it, just in case.
Que
It's
bom.
in the bag of bits.
Since your lesson, we've been disassembling, then reassembling everything we can find.
Só cuidado pra
All the
não...
pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's good to know.
Look,
Já pensou se desmontarem uma
I
coisa
found
aqui
it.
ferrar com tudo? Melhor não. Dá até uma agonia.
Is
Mas
that all?
enfim.
Just the gear? We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Meu Deus. Roda dentada de zinco.
Well, did they have it?
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? It's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
Only the most important job of all.
Hmm.
The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see. That should do it. Here goes nothing. Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't. Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The mithril engine was made to make dreams come true. But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
Ou você
Show folk
ainda
how to fake
não
fly.
consegue.
It
Ainda.
won't be long till they're raining death down on each other. People will lose their homes, children, their mums and their dads. Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I. Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head, or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this.
Uhum.
Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work.
All that hard work will will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
Not since Joshua and I were boys. Why do you ask?
Because I'm going to bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them. A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth hunting for. Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Missão concluída, de olho no céu. Subimos de nível 47. A miniatura de aeronave. Mais um pra gente colocar nos aposentos. Ai, ai. Tô falando. Tá ficando da hora. Muito da hora. Tem mais 2 missões. Porque acho que agora vai ser tipo uma atrás da outra até o final. Algumas vão liberando conforme a gente vai fazendo essas. E eu acho que conforme a gente vai finalizando essas missões, a gente vai ganhando algum, como fala, as linhas de missões, a gente vai ganhando os tesouros pra completar lá. Deixa eu ver como que já tá a situação. É, já tem bastante coisa. Tá. Ó, coisa nova que a gente já pegou. Placa do véu. Elmo de batalha enferrujado. Miniatura da aeronave. Pacto da tríade. E espada do reino chamuscada. Falta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Faltaria 7 tesouros pra gente completar tudo. Vamos lá. Preocupação com o Jill. O poder da pena. Abra 10 cartas na mesa de leitura. Caraca. Só agora consegui completar. É porque eu só abri as cartas tipo de missão, né? Apesar daí conter causado grande sofrimento a ela, a perda de Shiva pesa muito em seu coração. Seria péssimo ser meus péssimos amigos se não tentássemos aliviar seu fardo, mesmo que um pouco antes de partir para o céu. Podemos discutir mais sobre isso a sós, Joshua. Pronto. Agora foi, agora destravou.
If Joshua was worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Inestimável. E você? Acho que falta um tesourinho seu.
No more than usual. It's just Etta's baby will be coming soon and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Ed is due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
Vamos oferecer.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm, but not just any good luck charm.
Not just any.
No, one made from the feather of a silver chocobo. There's naught luckier in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I'd try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with traveling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's. I think I might make that my first port of call. I'll let you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive.
É, tem a nossa, né? Tem... A gente tem um chocobo prateado. Mas enfim, né? Estão com dó de... Eles estão com dó de arrancar uma peninha da coitada Ambrosia. Eu não. Tadinha.
I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
To see the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him. And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys combing the countryside.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to take refuge in a grove of oaks before we'd even made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
And it seems you and Jill have unfinished business. What do you say?
Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Né? O que faríamos? Lá para a colina de Man. Bem, aqui não tem mais nada pra gente. Então vamos... Vamos vir pra cá. Pena de passado, coisa. E aqui nós temos esta colina. Vamos nessa colina primeiro? Vamos. Aí a gente vai lá em cima e tenta pegar... Tenta pegar esse negócio da pena. E ainda tem que fazer as caçadas. Pera, cadê o negócio? Ah, tá aqui.
This is the place, but...
I'm sorry, Clive.
Ixi.
There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We keep looking. Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone at the backyard? To the hideaway, then.
Uhum. Volte para o esconderijo para visitar o quintal. Tá, depois eu vou pro esconderijo. Ficar indo, voltando do esconderijo pra fora, pra dentro. Menos. Ô, criatura.
Let's hope one of the merchants here has what Gav needs. Excuse me. I'm looking for something.
Oh, well, then I'm your man.
Mesmo?
A silver chocobo feather.
Oh, or maybe not. Though you're not the first to mention the bird around here. There was a man stopped by the rest not long ago, claiming he was attacked by a silver chocobo. Near some gutted hovel, not far from Eastpool. Most took him for a braggart and a liar, but who knows? Perhaps there was some truth to his tale.
We'll see. Thank you.
Bem, sabemos de alguma coisa. Aqui tem algo pra gente? Eu acho que não. Cadê as criaturas que a gente tem? Ali.
How do, traveller? You've the look of a man who could do with a new whetstone? Or perhaps a bawdy etching of the Vicerine?
Eita.
Maybe another time. I'm looking for a silver chocobo feather.
If that's the case, rumours are all you're likely to find. No one has seen a silver chocobo for years. Word is they were all hunted for their feathers. Some northern nonsense about bringing good luck. Didn't bring them much, nor their bows. If any are still out there, I reckon they'll be doing their damnedest not to be discovered.
You're probably right. Thank you anyway.
É, essas gravuras da rainha a gente sabe que rainha quer.
Looking for shelter.
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Tem alguma coisa aqui? Você.
Can I help you with something?
You wouldn't happen to sell silver chocobo feathers, would you?
I deal in fruit, not fancies. But if it's fancies you're after, I suggest you try Rhiannon's ride.
Was a silver chocobo seen there?
Oh, yes. If you believe the ravings of a madman.
It wouldn't be the first time. A silver chocobo sighted in the hills near Rhiannon's ride.
Prequer. Então, eu acho que... Ah, se a gente usar a ambrosia daqui, acho que vai ser mais rápido.
Since I'm already here. Good girl.
É porque a ambrosia é branca, menos que esse prateado seja prateado mesmo, entendeu? Só seguir o caminho. Continuar. Primeiro a gente vira. Calma, minha filha, calma.
tracks. And these look fresh. The chocobo was here. Recently. Perhaps it still is.
Só pegar esse item aqui. Dentro. Mas tem pena, pelo menos. Tem uma pena.
Well, I'll be damned.
Ó, igualzinho a Ambrosia. Por que você não usou uma pena da Ambrosia?
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. Just borrowing a feather for my friend. Thank you. Let's get this back to Gav before they change their minds.
Deixa eu ver. Temos. Vamos voltar pra ele.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
E a gente já pergunta pros outros. Antes de sair daqui. Ó, quem tá aqui aprendendo o ofício.
Clive, you're back. How'd you get on? Any luck?
Any luck, you say?
Crystals crack. Is this what I think it is? Where in the hell did you find it?
It's a long story.
Right there on the road to Eastpool. Who'd have thought it?
Everything up there's been abandoned for years. The empty cabin made for the perfect shelter. Though I fear my presence may have forced the poor creatures to look elsewhere.
Don't blame yourself, Clive. The Blight's right on Eastpool's doorstep. They'd have had to move on before long, even if you hadn't have turned up. They'll find a new home. Trust me. After all, that's what us endangered animals do. Anyway, what matters is, you managed to nick us one of their quills before they could run off. And now all that's left is to fix it to the carving.
I didn't know you could carve.
Reckon there's a lot you don't know about me. Like the fact I'm as good with a whittling knife as I am with a sword. And that bone Ember gave me's a dream to work with. What did you say it was from again? An Avis?
But it weren't your Avis, Sid. I slew one of my own at last.
Oh.
So all those long nights in the pit finally bore fruit. I'm proud of you, Ember.
Don't speak too soon. I ain't done my trial yet.
There we go.
Nossa.
What do you think?
I think if you ever hang up your scouting cap, you'll be able to make an honest living.
Now will I? I should go and see if Ed is awake.
Give it my best.
You can give it to yourself. Come on.
Onde é que tá? Ah, vou lá perguntar das plantas primeiro. Depois eu faço a volta. Você tá muito longe?
Say what you will.
Podia ter um... Como fala? Podia ter uma maneira da gente dar TP, né? Nas regiõezinhas do esconderijo, que o esconderijo é grande.
What brings you
Não é que nem
down
o
from the
primeiro.
heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sambrak.
Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she'd kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilerfeist Bay.
Whose shores border the meadows. Off we go then.
Mas antes, terminar aquela lá. Tá.
Me lords.
How are you feeling?
Well, thank you. Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing like that. What it is...
Go on, please. It's beautiful. Did you make it?
We did, aye. It's from all of us here at the Hideaway. Your new family, like. It's a good luck charm. We may come up north when a band's on the way. I mean a baby. To let him know that they're part of the family too. Oh, I hope you like it.
I don't know what to say. I thank you, my lords, for everything.
If there's anything you need, just let us know.
I will.
Clive, fancy a swift off? I'm thirsty.
I could be convinced. Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, we're celebrating. I'm gonna be a father.
I think Edda might have something to say about that.
You know what I mean.
Meu Deus.
Bit of light in these dark times. Wasn't long after me 10th name day, my mum told us she was with child again. I was over the fucking moon. I was looking forward to having a little one to lord it over, what with me being the runt of the litter. Thought I'd finally have a chance to prove to the world that I could be a big brother. Imperials came the day she went into labour. Had myself a baby sister. And then I didn't. My whole family gone in a blink, while I hid in the cellar like the spineless little arsehole I was. great brother I turned out to be. I'll never be a leader. And I'll never be a hero. I'm just a daft little dog who comes running when his master calls. I'll never be like you, or Sid, or Jill, or even Torgal.
Have you finished?
Maybe.
Do you know why you're our best scout? Because you don't need anyone to hold your hand. Without your resourcefulness, your courage, your determination, I don't know where we'd be. Maybe hanging off a cliff like,
That was only the once.
Exactly. You learned from it. And here you are after Founder knows how many missions, stronger for everyone. And let's not forget Rosalith. Who was it who freed me from the dungeon? Who was it who ran to Jill's rescue?
That would be me.
Because you're our brother, Gav. My brother.
Your brother.
Which means that when the time comes,
I get your room. And your sword. I may have had one too many.
you may have had 10 too many.
I said I was thirsty. Better get back to work anyway. After I walk this off. Clive?
What is it?
Thanks for, you know.
I know.
Missão concluída. Minas de passado e futuro. Hidromel de inverno. Pra gente colocar nos aposentos do Clive. Mais um tesourinho. De lembrança. Meu, quem foi o abestado e reclamou que esse jogo você não conhece os personagens secundários direito? Deveria ser mais bem trabalhado. Merda, me coloca isso num review. Pra mim, tá muito bem trabalhado. Você conhece muita gente. Você conhece a profundeza de cada um. As missões secundárias são muito boas.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Eu preciso ir depois. Eu acho que essas duas ficam na parte da cinza, né? Essas duas ficam na parte da cinza. Aí eu vou ter que ir lá pra baixo na cinza, mas antes eu quero ir pra Dalimil, que eu quero ver se a missão é do Lubo e qual é o destino do Lubo.
Haven't seen any of those beastly blue eyes.
Assim, tem personagens legais, tem personagens muito legais. Sim. O Cid é da hora. Eu gostei muito do Gavi e do Lubo. Acho que todos aqui são... secundários são legais. Não tem um que eu não gostei. Falando dos secundários bons, não dos secundários ruins. Até os vilões te dá ódio. Então pra mim tá tudo muito bem trabalhado. Vixe, fluxo de éter. Ups. Cadê as criaturas? Eu tenho que... Tá perto do litoral? Não, aqui tem fluxo de éter, eu não sei se... Ali, ó, ali embaixo. Muito obrigado, Ambrosia. Não, não tá fora do destino não, tá no lugar certo. Visa direito. Jogo chato. Ih, tá cheio de bicho aqui. Vamos lá. Vocês vão vir ou não? Ai. Não era pra vir assim, tudo bem. Pronto. Nível 3. Agora morram. Eu deveria ter começado com essa. Pronto. Mais fácil. Eita, preula.
Only one way to find out.
Au. Vai. Tomei. Tomei feio. Pronto. Selva de Minotauro.
That was harder than I expected. But found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
Cadê ela?
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
There is? And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Vamos, jogo. Vamos.
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped. So lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling. Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
I don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small.
Ela quer ir pra
I'll
fora.
need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Mais tesouro pra gente.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure. We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Alento do gelo, pó de diamante. Diminui o tempo de recarga de pó de diamante em 7 segundos. E Grinalda aparecendo nos aposentos do Clive. A gente entrou para o grupo de Clive e permanecerá com ele até a partida para a origem. Se a gente quiser. Vamos lá, agora temos coisa em Dalemil. Temos as duas aqui que a gente pode pegar. Eu vou fazer o seguinte. A gente procura... Deixa eu ver como está a situação. A gente consegue... Ó, procurar as caudas de Ivern ficam aqui. Mickelberg fica aqui, do dever divino. Então eu vou fazer o seguinte. Eu vou para esse daqui, vou procurar o negócio da cauda, depois vou lá para baixo. Voltamos a cinza para procurar onde que fica.
Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Nossa! Toma! Nossa, tudo isso por... Calma. Calma, gente, calma. Tudo isso por 750 de XP, mas tudo bem. Coletar... Uhum.
Here they are. Might as well pick enough for a bun.
Beleza. Agora vamos pra cá. Eu preciso ir pelo outro caminho. É esse daqui.
Let's go.
Seguindo é a primeira que vira. Então vamos lá. É mais ou menos o mesmo caminho que deu pra a gente ir voando no... até a torre. Quer dizer, correndo até a torre. Na época a gente não virou. Só foi reto. Aqui.
Might this be Mickelberg?
You deserve a rest.
Eita, preula. Que isso?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least.
Uhum.
What is going on here?
Ah. Did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home.
Hmm.
The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their shoals upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Só que ele tá morto já.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment
Ecco.
of this mortal realm.
Credo.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Uhum. Credo. O que ele tá fazendo?
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right. And you must be the third chair.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your safety. He sent me to find you.
Then I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not? They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become a Kashik. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great... Did you hear that, my lord? Something is happening.
I'll go and find out what. Stay here.
Começou. Inundação.
Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
Ready.
Damn. Foi? Foi tudo? Não, não foi tudo.
What now?
Um grandão.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Toma. Ai. vai, vai, vai. Filho da mãe, saiu do... Ele tava na mira e fez plup. Mas eu persegui. Ou se persegui. Ferro dos decaídos. Nossa.
Don't you die. Come on, speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation. By devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment. Even if they must become a Kashik in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
Nossa, que coisa tenebrosa. Sério. Que tenebroso. Eu, hein?
They are saved. Found her. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Dever Eterno 2. Oricálculo também. Pô, a gente já tem já... A gente já tem já 4 oricálculos. Já dá pra fazer o... Rolar a espada. Emblema dos Imortais aparece no aposento de Clive. Então a gente encerra a... Conjunto de missões dos Imortais. Não tem mais nada em lugar nenhum. Eu vou voltar pro esconderijo só pra entregar esse daqui. Bora pra Oca 13 e depois vou lá pra dar 1000. Pra gente encerrar a coisa de lá. E acho que lá, se não tiver mais nenhuma missão, como fala? Tem carta nova, mas não é carta de missão. Assim, se não tiver mais nenhuma missão, provavelmente eu só vou nas caças pra pegar os materiais dos armamentos. E aí a gente já encerra a jornada até aqui. E aí vou só pra origem.
Oarsman, I found the flowers you were looking for.
You did?
I think I did.
You did indeed. My dear boy, thank you.
You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Mm-hmm.
Shall I invite him to join us?
Oh, I don't...
It's no trouble. I'll go and fetch him. Your Highness, would you do me the honor of accompanying me?
No. It is time, then.
No, only to the shelves. Our lawsman has something he'd like to give you.
Master Harpocrates. No. I dare not show my face before him. Not after everything I have done. I have taken countless innocent lives. And ruined countless more. All because I was weak. I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again, and see in his eyes what I have become, I fear that my resolve might falter.
Then that is all the more reason to do it. Test your resolve. Prove to yourself and to him how strong it truly is.
You are right. I must, at the very least, offer him my gratitude. Very well, then. Take me to him.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
Lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environments in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Ai, ai. Conto de caudas. Gigaflama. Diminui o tempo de recarga de Gigaflama em 6 segundos. Pena de estolas. Aparece nos aposentos de Clive. O tempo de recarga do Gigaflama vai ser da hora. Bem. Nossa, 3. Emblema dos Imortais. Grinalda de Margaridas da Neve. Pena de Estolas. Hidromel de Inverno. É, só ficou faltando 3 presentes por enquanto. Talvez a gente consiga pegar o de Dali 1000. Os outros 2 já não sei. É com ele mesmo que a gente tem que falar. Ixi, o que aconteceu?
Here to help me pack? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this, then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, 2, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The hideaway.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one.
Ish.
The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned, and they're headed this way.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them. We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie. Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Missão aceita, limites traçados 2. Ó, vamos.
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
Ah, it's you.
What do you want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now, and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing for a full-scale evacuation right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news?
Olha, ninguém vai acreditar.
Lubor, perhaps? The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps. If he had not been unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
Vai um monte de gente morrer.
You're making a mistake.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamel's survival.
All right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Sid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted.
The bloody fools.
Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Ferda! I've been looking for you everywhere.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
Por quê?
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die.
Ninguém vai acreditar nele. Vai tudo se ferrar.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves. It's you who should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go on, bearer!
Dá vontade de deixar todo mundo se ferrar? Dá vontade de deixar todo mundo se ferrar.
Wait, someone's coming.
Stop! You're hurting him! What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
Toma. Vamos tomar lição de moral de criança agora.
What about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that? Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty? Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly around here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever. But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling? He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Agora vai começar.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs. Conrad, Can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchants not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Vamos lá.
Ready, go? Faster.
Enquanto todo mundo aqui faz a proteção da cidade, nós vamos diminuir um pouco as ondas de problema. Por que a minha ave sempre é mais lerda? Até o cachorro é mais rápido. Eu não tô pesado.
There it is.
Ixi.
The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? Time to fight.
Cá estão os Rossfields. Visite todas as áreas nos mapas locais e no mapa mundi. Nossa. Que honra. Caramba, aquele ali é resistente. Ah, é um grandão, né? Aê. Bom.
The League is disbanded. I should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Deu tudo certo? Deu tudo certo.
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
Lubor, Sir Clive has returned.
Clive! What news from Charatina?
It's done. Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been driven back. The Akashic have been defeated. And we need not fear the arrival of any more, thanks to Clive. Victory is ours.
We bloody did it!
We saved Dalimil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize. After all you have done for this town, we should never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are truly sorry. We only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalimil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally your people to my cause. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will be doomed from the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalimil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
We agree to your conditions. And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Condition accepted. Well then, it seems my mayorship is all but confirmed. Do I get some sort of special hat?
Ele é um dos personagens mais legais que tem. Tem como.
Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalimil in disgrace.
And
now, I find myself her leader. Here. For everything.
Lubor, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children, but everyone in Dalimil.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Limites traçados 2 concluído. Alento da luz diminui a recarga de impulso em 2 segundos. Placa do beijo da Urse. Falei que ia encerrar as missões dele e essas coisas. Abra sua mente. Colete 6 placas. Eita preula. Eu me coisei no golo errado. Tem. Não tem mais missão secundária, pelo que eu vi. Mas a gente ainda tem que caçar os negocinhos pra conseguir pegar pelo menos a espada. Pelo menos a espada e o cinto. Porque o bracelete não vai valer a pena. Entendeu? O bracelete não vai valer a pena porque eu vou perder vida pelo bracelete. Então... só pra 3 de defesa. Então... eu vou... agora caçar uns bichos. Onde eles estão. Vamos para o nosso primeiro. Que deve estar aqui. Eu já vim pra cá uma vez, mas... não tinha nada. O 10 de paus. Só vamos.
Only those who have nothing so empty your pockets.
Au. Fui para lá longe. Tome. Au. Escarlatita.
A deserter turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
E quem vai, Mari? Só vim pra cá e vim pra cá. Ah, eu acho que são vocês, né? Costa Calada, aqui perto do porto de Isolde. Só vim aqui nesse do porto de Isolde, andar, Costa Calada. E vai encontrar nossos próximos amiguinhos. Eita, pelo são 3. São esses mesmo? Geralmente é uma ameaça no... Ah, meu Deus, são 3. Oi, gente.
Thanks, Gal.
Tudo bom? São 3. Isso vai doer. Vem, vem, vem. Ah, o seu desgraçado. Meteorito. Ah.
No more vengeance. No more war.
Dá. Tá bom. Nós estamos aqui em Tabor. Rota dourada. Nós vamos vir para quê? Pra cá. Aqui? É aqui. Pronto.
You deserve a rest.
Vocês são feios. Isso vai ser rápido.
You're on my side, Total.
Não falei que ia ser rápido. Tem quem ser.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Vamos pro próximo. Eu acho mais fácil vir por aqui, em Dravozd, do que Dalimil ou Kretov. E a gente é só seguir esta coisinha aqui. E começar a procurar assim de zóio. Onde estará essa criaturinha? Ele vai estar em algum lugar. Não, não quero vocês não. Eles são ínfimos. Ali. Todo coioído. Ok.
That's like no chocobo I've ever seen. Something tells me it won't be easily broken.
Ai. Nossa.
Nice try.
Oh, maldade. Nossa. Caraca, você tá me zoando. Que apelão. Pera. Que apelão da pega. Ele começou a soltar um monte, um seguido do outro. E pega o campo inteiro. Desgraçado. Pena de cometa. É um dos materiais que a gente precisa. Só apelar mesmo, né? Porque olha... Enfim, bora pro próximo. É, a ala perdida ficou perdida mesmo. Agora... O que nós precisamos achar é... Cadê você? É aqui, é aqui. Trombeteiro sagrado. Pô, complicadinho pra achar você, hein? Caraca. Vai. Foi. Quase subindo de nível. Escarlatita. Meteorito. Caraca, como você é chatinho de achar. Ah, basicamente vim por esse caminho. Se eu soubesse que era aqui. Não, aqui mesmo. Se eu soubesse que era aqui, eu vinha direto. Mas enfim, bora pro próximo. Bem, pro nosso próximo... Eu acho que a gente vai ter que vir pra cá, nessa área aqui grande. Então, aqui da Costa Sombria... Na cinza. Que bom que a gente pode passar por tudo isso com a passarinha. Muita generosidade do jogo. Deixa eu ver... A gente vai ter que vir por um caminho daqui. Não, minha filha, vem por aqui. Dá seus voos e vai pro lugar certo. Beleza. Agora...
Straight home now.
É você. Pandemonium.
It's the king of the castle.
Nossa, que filho da mãe. Pô, essa gravidade me pegou. Tirou toda a minha concentração. Vai. 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 Não. Caraca, ele é forte. E... Uf. 48. Tanga manchada. Ah. Eca. O limite do infinito. Baixada central. Vamos subir e começar a procurar. Na verdade, isso é um item. Manopla de adamantita.
Let's go.
É aqui que a gente tem que vir.
Thanks, girl.
Já aqui? Ah, um desse acástico. Agni.
who's here to meet us. Pity they don't seem foreign visitors. Go for it!
Bom dano. Au. Vai, 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 vai. Au. Vai, 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 vai. Ai, 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 ai. Bom. Língua de pedra. Eu não sei se é você que eu tava separando aqui, mas você é grande. Eu não separei você, mas também serve. Ah, isso vai doer. Muito. Vai, 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 vai. 83 de atordoamento, caraca. Nossa. Ai. Ai, 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 ai. Caramba. Caramba, vai se ferrar, esse cara é muito forte. Oh, essas ranking S, elas apelam. Apelam bem. Brilhão de Bemut. Material. E mais oricalco. Ele também dá oricalco. Caraca. Pior que nem era quem eu tava querendo. Então já vamos já agora em sequência pro próximo.
Good girl.
Mas que bom, não perdi muito tempo. Acho que fica aqui. Lembrando que várias caçadas, elas dependem de você fazer missões secundárias para liberar alguns lugares. Por exemplo, essa daqui a gente precisou do livro. Aquela missão do livro. Ó, vai. Vamos. Caramba, só 16 mil. É, uma passarinha do capeta. Ai, ai. Olho obnubilado.
Rest in peace.
Bora pro próximo. A caçada imperial. Exatamente onde a gente veio bastante. O ninho do dragão. Não quero nada dessas aracnas, não. Onde está a primeira entrada? A gente já fez várias missões aqui já. Umazinhas. O mais importante é eu chegar aqui.
No need to ride from here.
Oi. Mais um desse. Terminus. Vamos terminar com você. Essa foi ótima. Só que não. Ai. Droga. Vai. Tá quase. Foi.
Sweet dreams.
Bem, vamos procurar aqui. Partindo de Kretov ou da Rota Dourada, tanto faz. Vamos procurar nessa estrada aqui, perto da Via do Titã. Nosso próximo alvo. Seja ele qual for. Nossa, mas eu já passei por aqui. Tá bom. Ok. Eu já passei por aqui. Sei que tá atrasado. Eu também tenho raio laser. Só que eu sei acertar, você não. Au. Sabe o que eu falei? Caramba, ele só tem esse raio. Ele só usa o raio laser agora? Caraca. Apelão do caramba, me mandando pra longe. Pô, pior que eu acabei perdendo parte do HP que eu tirei dele por causa disso. Sacanagem. Filho da mãe. Trevaço. Que bom. Vamos lá. Rincão setentrional, vai sair do campo de treinamento imperial. Vamos... Cadê a pombinha? E vamos começar a procurar, porque deve estar em alguma área aqui. Qualquer coisa grande a gente já tenta ver o que tá acontecendo. É você? Ah, é você, eu acho. Príncipe da Morte. Tome. Ah, agora? Bom. Deu certo. Pô, quando eu tava carregando o negócio, ele ficou atordoado. Ai. Mais um trevaço. Segundo trevaço, que é o que a gente precisa pra arma. Eu também tô ficando cansado dessas coisas. Mas fazer o quê? Bora pro próximo. Estamos quase chegando, quase chegando. Basicamente, dava pra vir de onde a gente tava, ou daqui. Eu preferi vir de onde a gente tava, que era um negócio só e dava pra usar Chocobo. Mas tem que tudo pra cá até aqui. Então é longe pra caramba. Cavaleiro do coração esplendoroso. Vamos lá. Caramba, ele é forte. Dancinha do Bahamut vai ser meio difícil pra acertar. Aê. Caramba. Tem um dano caprichado. Vamos ver se eu consigo agora pegar um pouco mais. Filho da mãe. Meteorito.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Pois é. Mas aí pensar que tinham aqui. Mas por que esse negócio não...
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
É, porque tá quebrado, eu acho. Por isso. Mas enfim, eu acho que com isso... Ah, não tá quebrado não. A gente conseguiu agora um. Que bom. Mas enfim, acho que com isso a gente já meio que matou literalmente todo mundo que precisava, quase. Só falta a nossa pequena vingança, né? Deixa eu só conferir. Falta a nossa pequena vingança. Que eu deixei por último. Vamos ver, ó. Tudo completado? Quase tudo completado. Falta um. Falta a nossa pequena vingança. Então, já que já tá quase tudo completado, deixa eu só falar com você, falando em completar, pra ver se a gente já completa tudo. É, a gente já completa tudo. Não se brinque em serviço. Obtenha todos os itens disponíveis de seus fregueses. Inclusive o enigma dos decaídos. Como é bom cumprir as missões, né? Mas a gente não terminou todas.
Trouble with your gear, or something for
Então vamos lá. Ragnarok, óbvio. Orichalco. Nós temos 5 orichalcos. Acho que só dá pra ter 5. Acho que dá pra ter 5 ou 6, se não me engano, orichalcos. Porque eu não sei se a nossa vingancinha lá, o Svarog, dá orichalco ou não. Talvez dê. Mas se der, dá pra ter 5 ou 6 então. É mais do que o suficiente. Então vamos lá. 3 orichalcos, 2 trevaços e um chifre de batalha primitivo. Depois do crepúsculo, cria a espada lendária Goten. Né? Fazer o quê? Agora a gente tá forte. Tá muito forte. Ouroboros. Língua de pedra, pena de cometa, mais um orichalco. Vai aumentar 14 da nossa defesa e 6 do nosso PV. E os filhos de Ouroboros. Os filhos de Ouroboros vai diminuir 18 do nosso PV e vai aumentar 3 de defesa. Então, assim, eu não sei se compensa com o que... Eu não sei se... Acho que não compensa, mas eu vou fazer, porque a gente batalhou tanto pra fazer isso. Né? A gente batalhou tanto pra fazer isso que... Vamos fazer, né? Eu acho que é isso. Bem, lembranças. As memórias tem 2. A gente só tem uma memória nova. Tem 2 que eu não sei onde que fica. Então, pelo que eu vi, eu acho que os 2 que faltam, a gente vai precisar fazer o quê? Os desafios do monólito. Então, para ter essas 2, a gente vai precisar fazer esses desafios aqui do monólito e falar com a Taia. Assim, os desafios do monólito eu não faço porque não dá XP, não dá muita coisa. Então não tem muito assim que... eu quero fazer. Mas o que eu realmente quero fazer agora é a nossa vingança. Vamos acertar nossas contas.
Be safe.
Tome. Caraca. Essa bola gigante que ele dá é muito danuda. Vai. Vai, vai, vai. Vamos, seu merda. Aí. Dia da caça e do caçador, limpe o quadro de caçadas. Nível 49. Oricalco. Enigma dos decaídos pode ser trocado por guio. Ambar pode ser trocado por guio. Lasca de conta pode ser trocado por guio. Oricalco. É. Definitivamente não. Ó. Ah, não deu tempo de eu tirar foto. Enfim. Limpei o quadro. Já fiz todos os equipamentos que eu precisava. Eu não tenho mais nada pra fazer. Assim. Pode ser que... Eu só vou acho que reabastecer de poção. Porque eu gastei tudo. Essa poção. Tem que reabastecer. Não tem mais nada pra fazer. Agora é... Agora é ir. É ir pro finalmente. Pra última missão. Agora que estamos mais que preparados e não tem mais o que a gente fazer. A menos seja aqueles desafios do monolito que não dão muita coisa, então dá pra gente deixar por enquanto isso, não tem problema. Já estamos bem equipados, já fizemos a história do pessoal, então agora só nos resta continuar. E da origem a gente não tem mais volta. Então o próximo episódio vai ser o último. Eu espero vocês lá. Então, se gostaram, deixa aquele joinha que é só clicar, coloca um comentário falando que você achou, compartilha com os amigos, que é muito importante. E se não for inscrito no canal, já aproveita e se inscreve, ativa o sininho para receber a notificação dos próximos vídeos. Muito obrigado e até o próximo.